master of the
disaster.
extra fins that we can take back to South Africa for the waveboards. Leash for the wing, put around the waist so that you don't trip over the feet.
So I made a boat from 27 years now, and all the knowledge I have from the experience with the rider and shaping blank by blank by blank and try the blank by blank. So the board become from the APS form. So we just cut the side of the board and then we put it in the machine, CNC machine. Then before I made the program design, I made the number of the circle of the machine, and then I made this number to the other machine. Then we put in the blank, the machine start to shape in the bottom, then I twist it to the deck. After that I check all the blank, the number, the parameter, the rail, the ticks and everything. Maybe I clean and I look if I need to modify. Then I close the bottom PVC. Like this we start to create the sandwich part. After this step, of course, we can put in the reinforcement under the PS and the PVC. It's always the reinforcement we can put. The stringer. In the deck, after this step, we have the deck, we can finish the shape on the rail. Because like this we have more or less precise the volume, the thickness of the board. We finish the shape, we check the rail, because this is become the maximum important part of the board. And then we took the sandwich and we close the deck with the sandwich. Like this become like a sandwich, from inside, outside will be PVC. We don't cut precise
So
like before.
It's like a very broad shape.
Exactly. The first just you have these sides bigger, no? Bigger also the volume.
Before the fine work starts.
Exactly, because you need to think in like the old artistic, watching the stone and looking inside. This is you need to do the same.
Then you get the bottom and the top like that.
Exactly. First you make the bottom, because when you twist, the bottom can stay on the base and they have less tolerance than the deck.
Okay.
And then when you have all the parameters with the black pin there, touching the board, have the thickness, have the scoop line, like that, the board can be shaping on the deck. Slowly, I made the file more precise, I don't touch a lot. Go inside.
It takes time, mate. That takes a lot of time.
And Nadia, in the end, I bought this machine for me, the SAP, the surfboard, because I have the clamps for the boot. No, I don't need, because I don't have. This is, I took in the clamps, took in the boot,
stringer.
The stringer boot, and then you have the center precise.
Oh,
so everything then is calculated by this point.
Oh, yes.
It's already fixed, more or less it's more easy, but different form, different speed, so there is different parameters.
And then you program from the laptop and then...
In reality, no, shipping by the program. This is the laptop just for move and to reload the date and give to the machine. Need to use the XP98. To be careful because the dust and everything sometimes explosion. Need to have a big budget, need to have a plan. Then I made good job because I'm selling good, we made a good job. Good board, we don't make 3 million board, but we focus on to make the perfect one in the cut some fiber, then you can cover. After that, it will be better don't cut. So it's better you clean now.
Yeah.
With some fiber, it's up to up. Maybe you sand it, you can open up.
Yeah.
Later you cover with the other one. It's fine.
Is there a reason why the room is black inside? Is it like for something with a board,
No,
or is
it's
it just for the
simple.
light?
Looking from here, you can come down. We see really well the light.
Oh yes.
If you made white, I don't have the contrast.
That makes sense.
Normally there is a blue, can be blue also, blue dark. But black it can be better for see the light.
Yeah. Yeah.
Normally there is to have another here, we need to cover sometime because you need to have the light, you need to arrive here. No up, no, this is too much. Normally I cover, because like this, just close the eyes and you see directly.
Yeah.
Especially when you're shaping the bottom, the deck. Because from here, now you don't see because it's black. You see the shadow?
Yeah.
The shadow needs to be symmetrical.
Yeah.
You need to watch it from here and make in your hand the line. All can be started here from another one.
Clever.
And your eye need to follow.
Yeah.
If you move the board like this and the line will be like this, can be a problem.
Makes
You
sense.
took the paper,
Put
longer, always longer. It's like dancing. The nice to see, more or less, it also can be good feeling in the water.
Yeah.
Believe me,
Yeah.
there is a compromise between that.
It's
There is a
the
compromise.
way you move is.
Because imagine you do like this.
Yeah.
No, they don't probably do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like this.
Now you do like this. It's one eye. Look, the tool we use it is, for example, it's flexible.
yes.
Then you do like this. Okay, I think we call the stupid the best system. Now everybody more or less have less mistake.
Yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah.
Because believe me, do this or do this, it's two different things.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You know, from this, because also I'm working with the right.
Yeah.
The right sides cannot be the same like the left. Because one it's like this, another one you are opposite. So your pressure can be similar 99%, but from shaper to shaper.
Different. Symmetrical.
Yeah, because
It's the art.
you do this, but the same from the other hand cannot be the same thing. And you can feel, but I'm sure if you make the template to here, it's always different.
You need to be like so in tune with what you're feeling and what you're doing outside.
The feeling is the first, because the first it's the eyes when you see the board, you need to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Then you think it's a good board. But when you see the board, it's not beautiful on the rail, and these are too many. Can be much better this board than this one now.
And what is the component that makes AV boards so strong? Because it's known to be one of the strongest boards. What
Simple.
makes it so strong?
What I explain you. When we close the PVC, you can decide if you want to make the reinforcement under the PVC to give an extra reinforcement on the board. Normally, I use it for my board under the foot. There is a double sandwich. And then also when you put in the insert, we have some extra sandwich to reinforcement. And then I use it 3 stringer, no one, 3 stringer in the bottom.
Okay.
1 in the middle, 2 in the side. What happened? This is one step to make the board stronger. But it's no secret. This is, I think it was already in the market 20 years ago. Depends how much good you want to work, how much you want to spend for the product.
Yeah.
And then what I also doing for make the board stronger. Normally we laminate the bottom deck. Normally we laminate the deck. We cut on the bottom, and we have the fiber is cut on the edge. Then with the bottom we close it. We cover the rail. The board it can be good, but it's not strong enough. We do the opposite. We laminate the bottom and we cover the rail. Then we laminate the deck and we cover the rail 5 centimeters on the bottom. Like this, you have
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
exactly.
Yes, it's
You
a
have
big
the
difference. Yeah.
edge much more stronger.
Stronger. That's because that's where the boards tend to break a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More, when I told you I put in the three stringer. Imagine this is the board. I have one stringer like this
Yeah.
and two in the rail. So when you laminate, you have double sandwich here plus 3-4 lay up cover the rail. So the board becomes so strong.
What's the next step?
Next step, there is the gel coat.
The gel coat.
The gel coat, yeah. Because after the fiber, you need to cover all the pin. Then it's just resin and power.
And then
sanding.
Yeah.
After that, it's ready to make the primer
Okay.
before paint.
Yeah. What do you do? Do you spray the gel coat on or paint?
No, it's the same resin.
Oh.
Resin with another power, different power.
Okay.
But before was also different resin. Now I use the same resin for everything. You can see this
Yeah.
will be pin.
Yeah.
Also the resin sometimes don't go in. First, I put in the whole resin here.
Yeah.
Same power with the gel coat
Yeah.
for close all the pin.
Yeah.
Because the power for that is a light pin, it's the lighter.
Yeah.
When I close all the pin, I can put all the fiber
Yeah.
all together,
Yeah.
because this is already wet.
Yeah.
And then I laminate all together in one step.
Okay.
Wet the base,
Yeah.
wet the top,
Yeah.
include everything, you squeeze a lot more resin, but you have much more.
In the vacuum.
Exactly, because if you don't do the first step,
Yeah.
you just do fiber,
Yeah.
will be this pin will still there.
A little bubble.
It's too much dry.
Ah.
After this step, we put in the box and then we start to laminate the fiber. Because we need to decide, depends on what is the board, if the slalom, if a wave, you need to have carbon, fiberglass, carbon Kevlar. Every fiber have a different expectative on the water. It's a rigid, it's a flexibility, and it depends on what you need to have from the board. So, for example, the slalom is a full carbon. For that board, we use also the biaxial carbon. Biaxial is a single unidirectional plus another unidirectional. Normally we start to 45. Then we find the factory he made 30 degree and 65. And 60 degrees, sorry. What happened? The 30 degree we made for the speed and becomes so stiffened. So stiffened. Then for the medium board is 45, and the light ball we put in the 60. It's still rigid, but can be a little bit stiffened than the 30 degree. This is the something secret and nobody know that.
That's interesting.
What heavy board have under the board? Polyester inside, like, and then this one is such the resin, but let also the air go everywhere.
Ah, yeah.
Because the resin and fiber, when arrive the plastic, the nylon, will be like water.
Yeah.
They don't go, the air, they don't go around.
Yeah.
With this one you have more possibility, it can filter.
It can filter
With that
through.
one much more.
Yeah.
But you risk in case, because I squeeze really a lot. If you put in this, it's coming too much dry. And later you have really white fiber. When you see the white fiber, it's too much dry.
Too much dry. Okay.
Just the fiber.
That's,
Yes, that's interesting.
because the air bubbles were always a problem. When we built the boats by hand, it was the air bubbles.
Yeah, but because,
Because like- because
now
I
that
get
one
hot
you need to start from the middle to squeeze all the bubble. It will be nightmare because always you don't arrive in the same power.
Yeah. Now that's brave to put that stuff on there, then you've got limited time because that stuff is gonna set. That's epoxy mixture, right?
And this is epoxy, and the power is for jet for this one. But I use it because it's lighter. It's 125 gram. It's important to know the gram because it's it's when you talk about the gram, you know how is strong the board. Oh, it's heavy.
How strong the board is
It's heavy.
in terms of the gram.
No, because there is 125, 160, 180, 100. There is all the fiber you want.
Yeah.
But then you have bigger fiber,
Yeah.
bigger hole. Sometimes it's better to make two of these, smaller, than the one bigger.
Oh. So it's like an onion, it's got so many layers.
Yeah.
It's one layer after the other. Oh, this is an unnecessary spot.
Always a compromise between strength and weight.
Yeah. This is normally I don't do it. I do it for a heel ball because it's landing from high area.
Really
It has to be like super strong.
Do you change the heat inside here with
In the winter, yes.
Yeah, to get it.
With this it's fine.
Is
The
it?
resin it can be the same. You have like life.
Yeah.
With the cold become stronger, with the warm become softer. When you push in the heat, it becomes stronger and then cannot be less in this one. So you give the maximum stress. When you put in the sandwich, we need to have this one. Because with the vacuum, the pressure can be too much or less. If you don't put in this one, the ball come more round, more straight. With the vacuum, everything changes. This is the reinforcement from the rail, just one layer of fiber and more, just to longer the rail. Because the rail, what happening? It's this curve plus this one, becomes stronger.
Yeah. It's a smooth surface.
Yeah.
It's anything.
There you can see also the nose reinforcement.
Yeah.
It's a full fiber, and this is carbon. Just here. But more than this, you don't need to have a really reinforcing board.
This is Aurelio's tools for making the colors and the graphics, and he does everything himself. And he says it's much more complicated than any other process of the board. That's why. Do not change the graphics. And also, this is the stickers that he used to make the artwork on the board. They put it in this bag and then they close it and then they suck the air out so that it sucks onto the board, so they create a vacuum. The reason for it is so that the board compresses and all these loose little bits of fiberglass becomes very tightly fitted onto the board so it's smooth and flat.
cut and then they replace. You the feet. But now it starts to such, you see? But here it's keeping time.
Yeah.
But from here, then you start to squeeze, you squeeze. It's coming. You see this one will be raising, Look, I need to send it.
That's the thing, you don't need to sand it.
No, a little bit always.
Yeah.
A little bit, like for the folds.
Yeah.
This is a guide for the rocker line of the board, and with slalom boards, the back side of it is very flat, so it keeps the nose down. But with wave boards, it's a bit more curved for a softer ride.
Important.
It's like the backbone of the whole board.
Normally we check like that.
Yeah.
We try to make the
Yes.
same zero. Then you touch all the point.
Yeah.
You need to have the minimum, no?
Yeah.
And then you can see these have more curve. You see how it's straight. These have. If you do the same straight, it will be like this. And then you see it's more high. It's
Yeah,
shorter.
yeah.
It's shorter than the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see the difference.
And it's flatter towards the nose.
Yes.
That is the speedboard here, you see?
Yeah,
Yes,
my board,
yeah.
the old board for me, it need to be flat.
Yeah.
Speed
So I
versus.
start from this concept.
Yeah.
So this is speed versus.
Yeah, versus 98.
No, okay. So that's
Just for understand you the difference between 1 and 1. You
Yeah.
feel all this board,
Yeah.
but look at that, it's completely different.
totally.
And the 52 have this scoop line. So the board is low than the 98, but it's faster. And easy. The people love it.
Yeah.
This just for check how is the difference between the flat and the normally the point is 0, 100, 150 because 150 is after the mass track
Yeah.
and 100 it's early. So this point normally need to be 03, 05 and 100 it's 18, 2. So more or less it's around this number. Normally I check from 0 to the front.
Yeah.
When I move, I check the light. The same light, so 0 light, you need to see from here, for example. You need to be, if I move, you need to be also the same.
That's right.
I tell you, it's this concept, I think it's for give the faster.
Yeah.
But you need to work a lot with the bottom, because
Yeah.
there is bottom with the concave,
Yeah.
there is bottom with V,
Yeah.
bottom with flat,
Yeah.
everything change. But the best concept to be fast, you need to be the same. When you move from the side,
Yeah.
you need to see the same light.
Yeah.
If you see less, the board can be.
Yeah.
It's easy to understand sometimes.
Yeah.
For
The
sure.
middle is the faster.
Yeah.
If you keep the same, but you have V, all the compromise, then change. But it's the faster. The experience is like that.
Yeah.
The base is flat.
Yeah.
If you give the V, the board, you do like this. Where you need to do like this, or you have wider board. For example, the big sides of the slalom. All the slalom board is the wider, more or less, it's the maximum V, because you have really wider surface to balance.
Yeah.
So if you, the concave, in normal concept, is give the stability, but it's such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a little bit. So you need to be careful when you use a concave, because the board can be
It sucks up
sticky
in
and
the water,
such.
it's sticky,
Slowly.
slow.
But I concept from the light wind we put in the back, they give like a bubble,
Yeah.
and they give the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because it's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you this you put in the concave, the little kick, the board is still slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is after, but it's not fixed at this point. This is tested.
Yeah.
So in the end, the flat is the fast. The V is no more fast, but we can chop, it can give
Chop is a bit
control.
softer.
Better
Yeah.
for the
Exactly.
chop.
So definitely where you need to do.
Especially with the wave boards. Yeah.
Then we have double concave. The before you made it from middle to the side.
Yeah.
And then you decide from middle inside if you want flat or concave. The freestyle, for example, is flat
Yeah.
because you need to be like this.
Like slippery.
The all the board more or less have 0.5 millimeter because 0.5 it's not flat but still like flat.
Yes,
So give some stability but give the faster.
It's small.
The speed have it's flat.
Yeah.
Flat until here, flat from here and from here. Then start to have the concave 0.5 millimeter for all board. 0.5.
Okay.
No flat, no B, 0.5 because this way keep stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the back need to be flat because it's so smooth.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
So the flat is the fast.
Yeah.
Because the surf is full concave.
Yeah.
Because the shorter have, now they're working also for the scoop, the rocker line, the tail for give the speed, but more or less because it's a board you need to have a lot of stability because in the wave.
Yeah.
The speed you give the rocker line to pumping.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
The wave, the first year the wave have under the mast track is concave,
Yeah.
then become V in the tail.
V,
What's
yeah.
happening? You can go in the strong wing, you can go in the big wave, the board have a lot of stability.
Yeah.
You have concave. The new one with the V have much more looser.
Yeah.
So you can surf much better, but if you want to go downwind, it's better the old one.
Yeah.
It's a critical point where it needs to run just on the last section of the board to be minimum water contact, but also not out of control and not flying off. So the rocker line is exactly the recipe. It's the most important part of the shaping to get that exactly right, especially with the speedboards.
Yeah, because in Luderitz you notice as speedboards fly a little bit like that. It tends to look sometimes as though you need to move the mast track a little bit forward.
Climbing out of the
But
water.
it's not, but a
supposed to
certain
be
level
like
of that is good because you want to be only on the back side
the
of the
last.
board on the water contact and the rest must be free from the water.
Without losing control.
Yeah.
Aurelio, you should lock this up. This is valuable. The speedboard rocker line is valuable. Somebody will come in here and steal it.
This is how we keep in my garage. Look.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Nobody, you see, I keep it and they keep it, all this line, all the board, I keep it in my garage and it's still there.
Yeah, that's the secret.
Somebody want, okay, you can buy the board, you can copy, it's no problem. Eh?
Yeah.
But you need to spend money. The people looking more or less always for to have the light board. Because the people thinking, it's light is the best. Light, it's not always the best because for made light, you need to remove something.
Yes,
So,
of course.
if you want to make the pasta, you cannot make salt. You need to have the water. You need to have the quantity of the pasta. You need to have. If you reduce this kind of thing, something can be wrong.
Yeah.
So the same on the board. You can make like that. There is many different stuff, more or less expensive, but more or less, if you want to make stronger, this is the construction.
Yes, of course.
There is no to play too much. You can cut something here, cutting really. The foot here we try to make it perfect for to have extra weight, but still the same. You need to put in something. When you find the ball so light, something. When I'm looking, I always find okay, I'm not really trust on that.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the ball for packing.
Yeah.
The people looking light.
Heavy boards are known to be one of the most well-developed boards in the world of windsurfing. Why do you think there is that notion to it?
It's simple, Caro. I was really young when I meet Roberto Ricci here. I work in the restaurant in reality, and the girlfriend from him that time, he went to the school place, and I went to there and after to work, and like this is start to relation. I start to look in the winds, but I never.
That was even before you windsurfed.
Yeah, absolutely. It
That's
was
how
in
it
96.
Yeah, wow.
And then 97 I started, 96, 97. Because she was the ex-girlfriend to Roberto, I meet Roberto. I was working the summer place. In the winter, I just have more free timing. So I went to the shop where I entered, like here. I was shocked to see how to make the board. I never know. I was just starting and everything become exciting, you know,
Yeah.
all the people, because until there I see the windsurfer surf only in the movie.
Oh yes.
I never know in my town can be one man doing the board, just California style, cannot be in Grosseto, a small town in Italy. It was shocking to me. Then I realized, it can be possible here to do that? Wow! It become movie, no? Because you ever see only the movie.
Yeah.
And then I never speak English, I never know, but he asked me if I want to work with them, just to clean the workshop.
Yes.
And to fix the insert. And for me, okay, try to do something. I started, I never have a perspective, and I have dream. I just want to learn something new.
That's good.
The guy, he made the board in the time. After 7 months I started, he left it to the company to open the shop clothing. And then Roberto came to me, Aurelio, now I need to shaping. But you are serious, because I never know, just arrived 7 months ago. No, Aurelio, don't worry, just you help me, I come, I finish. But okay, what? If you trust, I trust to you. I come, because I close the eye, I go. So the first board was horrible, I can tell you. It was horrible.
Where is it? Do you have it?
No, luckily I don't have it, because no was from my mind. It was just what Roberto told me. I try to do, but I don't have a sense of what I'm doing. This is the reality. Then. But during the year, I make in my mind some dream. The dream was to live in Maui, to understand, to learn all the secrets behind the board, or what is behind this session. I stopped to Roberto. I went to Maui to work for Angulo.
Oh.
And that time I stayed there. It was 6 months, 5 months, something like that. So I made the board, I look in the place to make the board, I work in the cannery with the big name, I was so excited to come there. And then when I started to work, every hour, I never eat, I go to the beach.
Okay.
So I don't have a life, because I stopped to see my friend, I stopped to go and dancing, I stopped to do everything. Just went to sleep on the beach, because I wait in the forecast. We watch on the TV, because in the beginning it was on the TV, the forecast, and then we made the plan. So many times we went to the beach just for nothing, but it was windsurf, it's like that. But it was also my part of the work, so everything born and grow in the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
So for that I made the dream become to live the dream. I never made the beginning. Yeah. So then I went to Maui, so I made the board with him, but he just want to have the work, and then he gave me out. So after 5 months, I need to be back to Grosseto. Yeah. And luckily, I start to be back in the restaurant, because I don't want to see the windsurf, I don't want to see the board, I don't want to do anything more. Also, at that time, I was the girlfriend in this time. He went to me, and then he made me too many problems. So it's better sometimes you do alone. Yeah. This is lesson.
Yes.
So anyway, I went back to Italy. Roberto,
he got you.
He came back to me in the restaurant. Aurelio, what are you doing? Nothing, Come to work with me. I buy the house. You can stay with my father to help him to the maid, to what he need. Okay, thank you. Maybe I was really low pressure. So I start again. In that time, Gianni Valdambrini from 99, the beginner one, because he is from Florence. So he was friend from Roberto, and Roberto, he replaced my place with him. At that time, they made the machine in RD. So when I come back, in reality, I never dreamed to make the board. I just want to do something. I don't want to have problem, Yeah. Just want to refine some emotion yourself. Yes. Yeah. But it was perfect, because I went to Castiglione during the year with the father of Roberto. I helped him to nothing to explain to do it, because he was the worker for that. But I was there. We made the flow in carbon flow. We tried to do something. And it's passing 1 year after. Then Valdambrini made a discussion, because they decided to open the brand. And Roberto came to me and Aurelio, it's again your time. Anyway, when Gianni left, I it was already there, and I also learned secret to move the machine, because they put in the CNC, I always looking what they are doing, and sometimes I start to work on the design just for fun. When it happened to me, I already know something, and I start to, okay, now I want to be serious, and I started to be serious there. I don't want to move anymore. I'm working for you, I give you all my knowledge and you give me. In that time, slowly become Antoine, Alex Mussolini, every rider become in the factory, and I start to talk with them.
Oh wow.
I start to stay with them day by day, hour by hour, in laboratory. For that I start to also learn some English.
Yes.
I speak really bad, but because I come from this way.
So
I never studied.
these riders came in to help to design boards specifically for them. So you had to work with them to customize.
Exactly.
That's when you
Every
did
day.
Antoine Albo's speedboard, which he broke the world
exactly,
record with.
exactly.
Yes.
Because Roberto, in reality, then left to me to work. He never come to see the work every day. It's not, but he trusts to me, and he see I have a lot of passion. Aurelio thinking and doing. He came to me with discussion, so I was alone. But slowly I keep more position, more value. But because I want to know. Then in 2007 I start to work in production. They asked me for 1 month to be there to check to make the custom board they made it, and then for that I meet all the people in Cobra. I feel what is the production step. That time every year I went there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, fixing the board, shaping, teaching them. So the thing is, after 20 years I'm ready to spend all the ride. I see everything. I decide that it was the moment to change something in my life.
Yeah.
Need to have the step forward. I don't want to stay every day to shaping, and then I want to make the creation. I want to go in production. Maybe I want to make the now it's coming the foil. Maybe I give you the foil to sending. Now what is sending foil? I want to do the China guy. I want to go forward, not for the China, but for example, I don't want to do the bad work. Keep another younger, we teach them. No, Aurelio. So I don't feel when you finish, you feel you cannot learn anymore there. You don't feel
You are
to stay
like
there.
at your peak now in that stage. You want to move forward.
There is, I don't, in that time I don't see anything more to improve myself. I think it was the time to sell myself in something. He said, no, okay, you know what? Every people ask me the board, I try to make the brand. And then I started to the custom board. I went to the bank, like everybody.
Step one.
I start to sleep really bad. But slowly I start. I keep 2 workers, and I made 90 board per year. But also if I working a lot, I spend 12 hours per day. In the end of the year, the calculation, the balance is still non-par. 10,000 less, 5,000. Okay, 1 year you support, the second year you looking really well. So I work a lot, but this is don't come. What is so you really working? I decide close to close the factory because I'm not sure. So I need to ask the money, maybe the family. I don't want to go too much low. And then I meet Alberto because Bjorn ordered the board for the speed. And then I meet Alberto. Alberto came here to bring the board. We meet each other, and then I explain him what it was my dream to make the board in production, not to work every day like anymore for money.
What year was this? This was in 20...
Is 18, in the
18.
November 18.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
Because he's coming to me like many people. I help you. I never keep like serious the discussion because he went out. Aurelio called me, but that time also I never trusted too much to myself to do this. So that time he went Armand Dagan.
yes.
He asked me, Aurelio, I want to make the brand. You can help you. Okay, I can help you. I help. So I sell the board to the other brand. I can help you the same thing. So I give them the work. I went to Kinetic for make the production to them. I already meet Kinetic because with Zimmer I went there to see the production, to fix the slalom with them. So when I see the factory, I was shocked because they work only for the good product. They don't want to work with the big brand because the factory is small.
Yeah.
They're looking for to be the high brand, low quantity, but the good product. It was the same in my pocket, so I find the perfect one. So I went there, they push me, you need to do your brand, but I don't find. Alberto, he said, if you want to start, you are there, you can start, I give you the money when you are there. Anything, they don't ask me the money. I made all the board there, the first line, and then I went back to Italy. Alberto, now the board, I made the board. If you put in the money, we can buy the board. Okay, and we start like that. We buy the first year, we buy 70 board, one container, that's it. Arrive in September. The second year we buy 150 and then we increase every year double. And then thanks for the market we create, we sell it like 500 board for 450. So it was increase.
Yes. In 2019, I remember in 2019, the first time where you developed the speedboards for Ludred Speed Challenge.
In reality, I already made the time the speedboard from Antoine.
Yes, yeah.
Everybody requested the custom, the board, Bjorn, you know what?
Yeah.
I made the production board, but in that time I need to make the board, but it was the opportunity to make the custom in Kinetic, every different size. What I need to do? I need to, if you remember, I made the pre-order, I went there, I shaped the board, they made it, later after 2 months I went there, keeping the board and fly directly to Cape Town with 18 board.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
It was from 37, 38.
Yes. That's when I got
42.
my speedboard. Yeah.
But it was a special time at that time. It was all custom board made from them, but the same shape. So I shaped all together, 17 board all together.
Yeah.
And the bow was perfect. Then I keep one of them and I made the production.
Yes.
It became the 40 like Antoine made the world record. From that time, I tell you, there is no increase a lot. From this board, we made the 45 and I learned a lot about the speed for me, the other board.
Yeah.
So the 45, everybody is super happy, simple, easy, fast. 52 is the same, is a speed board, but the people use it for go to the slalom, how is simple, fast, and to do everything.
I find it's very amazing with my speedboard. The 37 watt speedboard is so versatile. The way you designed it, the volume distribution.
It's the same. It's
so,
the same.
But it's so well designed that I used only that size, even in the lighter winds. And just the fact that you can get going on a small board like that in the lighter winds says a lot about the design.
I never come in Luderitz. I can never understand how is the walk on the water and the effort for me the board. It's impossible to understand if you don't come.
No, exactly. That's
to
what
be there and to see the effort of the board to sailing.
I remember that when that 2019 when you brought along all those AV speedboards, that was actually the time when most people were asking questions. Who is this brand? Look at this
I was
board.
new one. Nobody invest money from the speed thinking, what, I made the world record. I think this is the way I need to public my name.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah.
But then also the slalom, I think my board is the fast. Maybe it's not easier but it's the fast in the market.
Yeah, it's fast.
If you have GPS, it's still the faster. For me, every board is the faster, compact, and best one. There is no discussion about that.
It is so enlightening to hear the background behind all of these boards. And most people out there don't have a clue. You are like the scientist of windsurfing. So really a great honor to be here and to see your artwork. It's really artwork. And I hope that the people out there listening get so excited and enticed by this that they would want to try one of your boards. It is going to change your windsurfing life. So if you come into contact with any of the team riders, wherever you are in the world, and you get an opportunity to test one of these boards. It will be all that you need to be convinced about Aurelio's amazing works of art. So thank you so
Then
much.
we are a family. All our riding, it's a friend. It's no business. It need to be friendly happiness moment for us. This is the only solution and system for me to work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Aurelio.
you.